Okay, hello, people who are watching this. I don't know why you're watching this, but in case you are, my name's Herman. I am more commonly known as Herman is Your Man on internet. Also, the head judge of the tournament that you're seeing the breakdown for right here. I'm joined with the seventh place, greatest Imperial player I know, who could have gone better, but you know what? It is what it is. We like him for it. This is Edwin Lack Lamb. Can you say hi really quick?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, okay. So he was being very gracious to let us break down some of his immense, insane knowledge about what do you got his crazy Niagara run. He's part of the top eight, who topped with that underdog Imperial. And I just want to see if he has any insight for us while we before we break down the deck that he brought in. So first off, can I just ask him, why did you want to bring Imperial in the first place?
Well, Paildramon is my favorite Digimon, and I have no other deck.
Is it because of like the ban list, or is it just because you just didn't want to build anything?
I only bought cards for this one deck, and I just never built anything else.
That's fair. So you just like, would you think you're a one trick, or you just because you just do what you're playing it just because it's fun?
It was just fun. It's also I would have maybe played MAGNAX, but I only pulled one, so that's all I ran.
That's fair. So when you're going into this, did you have any expectation for yourself, or like just did you expect to hit seventh place at all, like that?
Uh, I kind of wanted to try for top eight, but I was expecting early drop and go to casino.
So you're just like, I mean, I talked to you about this before. You were just 100% just going to be
Yeah,
like, I'm going to go 0-3 and gamble for the rest of the weekend, right?
yeah. Instead, I held the rest of our friends hostage. With
Oh,
this,
which round do you think it was where all of her friends realized, oh crap, we have to wait for him?
probably around like around 5 or 6. Because they're already done, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm still 4-1-1 or 4-1
Yeah, or
or
four o
4-1-1,
one, I think it was then. Yeah, because you didn't take your
something like
first
that."
loss until sixth round, I think it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that's pretty crazy. Did you go into this expecting any of the matchups that you actually got, or was it all surprise?
Uh, well, I expected Ancient Garu and the Imperial Mirror, and then everything else was kind of like, you see it, but I don't know if they would
Yeah, yeah.
necessarily top at this point.
So I mean, if you want to, let's just start running it down. Let's just start breaking it down. Like, what did you actually run into there?
Round one was Omni. Uh, I played Rapid round two. Seven Great Demon Lords round three.
To rapid. Ah,
Played
hold
that.
on, I can't type that fast. Okay. Round
Okay.
three, 7 GDL. Okay.
Suka, like the Edamon Sukamon.
Oh yeah, yeah. Our
Uh,
hometown hero Jay Marusi, who also
yeah.
was featured on the stream. Yes.
Uh, Ancient Garu round five.
Mhm.
Imperial round six. Luga, Takamikazuchi in round seven, and then two more Imperials.
Round seven was Luga. Round eight, Imperial. Round nine, Imperial. Okay. Let's talk through a couple of these really quick. For your round one,
Mhm.
anything special about it? Was it it's just the Omni DNA, right?
Yeah.
Like it's
I never played against it, so I didn't know how the bottom decking work.
oh, okay. Is that why you according to what you showed me, it's you went 2-1 on this. Did you lose game one
Yeah.
because you didn't know what was going on, and then when
I
game
lost
two and
game
three?
two.
Oh.
I think I delayed into the Imperial Paladin mode, BTA one, and then I got hard punished.
Oh, cause yeah, yeah. Then he you went into the paladin mode and he was like, let's just bottom deck this, keep turn and kill you.
Yeah, something like that. Or I couldn't build up a second board after that.
Mm. Was there anything else? It was just like you just didn't know what was going on, and it was like, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on, so I was like, let's try it again and not throw the game.
All right, how about your round two? Anything special? I see you ended it 2-0.
Well, our store Manta Trading, they
Yes.
uh they love Rapidmon. So I had so much practice with
There's
Rapidmon that
so many buddy players. Holy.
yeah. So I just knew everything in that matchup, so I couldn't do anything.
That's fair. I mean, they also play a ton of seven great demon lords, but you went 1-1 here, right? What happened here?
Oh, so I didn't know Ogudamon pops twice on attack.
Oh,
Yeah, so that one also could have been like I could have played it differently and went 2-0 on that one too.
because he was just like, oh, I can't spell Oguda for the life of me, I guess.
Yeah,
So
I
you
just
think,
expected the primogenitor would like stop them, and then I could just go for my turn afterwards.
mhm.
But it didn't happen.
Oh, I see. So that's why. How about your next one? You played against our stream hero Sukumon. Did you have any experience with that at all?
No, I had no idea what was going on. It was the I just relied on MAGNAX actually in that matchup.
MAGNAX just turn sideways over and over and just be immune.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair.
Not to worry about it. You can just swing over.
That's really funny. How about your Ancient Gar? I know you were actually looking for that one though.
Yeah, yeah. I was kind of worried about this one. I think he just didn't draw. He didn't get his rookie rush fast enough.
Oh, okay. So you
I drew my
just
pieces in time.
so you skill check them by cutting better, right? Is that pretty much it?
Yeah, basically.
It's really funny.
I
Just
think I had a. I think I had like in the game two. I think I had 7 checks in that one turn.
okay. So you just blew him up in once. Like he went Jet Sylphie, got 6, and you just killed all 7.
Yeah,
That's really funny. All right, but
I
then
think he
this.
like
Yeah.
ancient Garud my pale,
Uh huh.
partitioned,
Hmm.
and he passed me like 3 memory. So I went up to 6 memory that turn, and I had like 3 different pale swings.
Yeah, he just kept looping them, I guess, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right, but all of this is good, but I gotta ask, how dare you lose an Imperial Mirror here? What happened? How would you lose it 0-2?
He just drew better than me.
What do you mean just
He
drew
got his
better than you?
line immediately, and then he got the dragon mode to lock me down.
Okay, fine. I guess that's it. I mean, because I see your deck list, I can kind of understand how you would lose a mirror like that. But like, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at
It's
least,
just yeah, he had Davis Kens and I didn't, basically.
yeah, fair. I mean, the entire thing is just whether you have the tamer or not, right? This feels like what
Yeah,
Imperial is anyway. All right,
basically. Yeah.
how'd you feel about Luga? Was it the normal Luga, or was it the Luga level 7 jank Duke jump through the hoops thing?
It's a level 7. Yeah, the DNA.
Yeah, but I see you cleared it too well. It was just pretty simple. Just run them down before they get set up, I guess.
It was very sketchy for that
Ooh.
one. It was also Magna X, and he didn't realize my Magna X gets to 18k
Mm.
after he trashes my security.
Hmm.
So he just lost his stack on the swing.
Oh, so he turned sideways, did
I
Takumi
blocked.
Mizuchi to, yeah, to trash one because
Yeah,
it's mandatory, and
yeah,
then you blocked it and killed it, right?
yeah.
That's
And then he
really
passed
funny.
turn with it because he passed. He had 2 memory. I had 2 memory, right?
Yeah, and then once it leaves the board, it goes to your turn right
Yeah.
away. That's really
Mm.
funny. That's kind of wild. So what happened about your next Imperial Mirror though?
I drew my pieces faster than him. That
No,
one.
it's just round 6 in reverse.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Well, this time the Elijah mine got so much value.
Hmm. All right, so that's a little deck building thing. How about round 9? Is the same thing? Are you gonna tell me that you just drew better?
No, the first one, he drew better than me. He got his line really fast.
Hmm.
And I couldn't get my level 5. Like I was pretty bricked on fives that game, and then the next 2 games, uh, it was like pretty even. Game 2 was pretty even,
Hmm.
where he had his line and then I had my line, and then we were just basically who has more sources and play around the fighter mode blast days.
Hmm.
Uh,
Like the dragon
like
mode, right?
force, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No- And basically, he didn't have the fighter mode, so my paladin mode could swing.
Oh, okay. And then you just turned it sideways every single time and just like spot up the
Yeah,
whole board.
like yeah. At some point, it's just I had like one source under my paladin mode,
Mhm.
so as if he has the fighter mode, I lose there.
Mhm.
But he didn't have it, so
Oh, I think I remember you telling me this about after the tournament. You're just like, yeah, my opponent had like 5 Digimon. He partitioned. He had
yeah.
like 5 Digimon. I just killed him.
No, no, no. In game 3, I had I think it's like a pretty standard setup. It's like Vmon, Tamer,
Hmm.
and I think I went first.
Hmm.
So I had the pale on turn 3.
Hmm.
Yeah, I had the pale on turn 3, and ended on dragon mode to lock his Dave's Ken.
Hmm.
So he couldn't jog. He can DNA on that turn because it's his Davis Ken couldn't remove my sources.
Hmm.
So he played out the units, and he was playing around the fighter mode as well. So he hard played instead of using Davis Ken.
Hmm.
And then on my turn, I had Davis set up, no Davis Ken. And then the Primogenitor for 2. He
Hmm.
had 3 units, no sources, and I could swing for 4 checks.
No, that's right. And then just clean it up like that. That's pretty wild. I mean, part of it, I guess, is definitely just how you decide to build your deck. And I've had
Mhm.
this on the screen the whole time as a little spoiler, I guess, because whoops. But just looking at this now, at the very top, you can already see how he decided to break down his deck. Notably, is his option count is very different from everybody else. But let's start at the bottom. Let's you got 4 Demi Vmons. That's natural, right? No
Yeah.
fifth egg, no Bukamon for you.
If you're playing the Elijah, you have to make sure you get the green draw. It's just better. The jamming it can whiff sometimes,
Mhm.
especially when you're not playing the more EX1 XVs, so you're
Mhm.
not guaranteeing the early draw.
Hey, calm
So it
down.
just
Calm down, dude. The level fours are over there. I'm not
oh
there yet.
sorry.
I know you're good.
Yeah,
I know
so
that you.
basically
Yeah,
basically guarantees the draw, and the DP doesn't really matter to me as much.
yeah. Because the other one
The
is only for like armor or
mm,
something like that, right? You just draw cards
yeah
as much as you can. Yeah, but then
yeah
I think your rookie choices are pretty like standard. You've got the
mhm,
end of turn DNAs, the four of what do you call it, the promo one, the
yeah.
cheap Evo. The
Uh,
interesting one is the Wormmon probably. Any reason why you're doing that as a one of?
it's just if you don't see your fours and then end up in trash from security,
Mhm.
it just makes it more consistent.
That's fair. You didn't like the red Vmon, like the red blue Vmon, the newer one that people were running.
So the red blue one and the promo one does similar things
Mhm.
in terms of memory,
Yeah, it's like
but
gives you
the
backup memory.
draw from the promo one is a lot better.
Mhm. No, like I was, for example, seeing most people like if they're running the red one, it was just to replace this one, the Wormmon.
Yeah, it does the same thing memory, but they want the DP. I don't care for the DP.
Mm.
And then the early draw again with the level 4, it makes a big difference.
Hmm. Yeah, but I guess the only other one to ask is there any reason why you went 13 rookies? I saw most people, especially like the first place list, if I remember correctly, he was running he's running a stupid amount. No, he's running 14. I remember someone was running 15 or something in the top. I think this is the eighth place guy, I want to say, or the fourth place. I don't
Mhm.
remember. Someone was running 15 rookies. You see first and second running 14, and you're the only guy at 13, I think.
Oh, uh, I didn't. I don't.
You don't feel like you bricked?
The I didn't feel like I bricked to at least today, but they're like the deck list is pretty tight as it is.
Hmm. So you just didn't have space, I guess, right?
Yeah,
So what you're saying is just draw better. So if anyone else is hearing this, or just you hear this, this is Edwin Lamb telling you right now, just draw better.
I've whiffed on 15 rookies before. It's what's the difference at this point?
I know, right? If you whiff on 15, whiff on 13, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Just draw better. How about the
Also,
yeah?
the promo Wormmon is
Mhm.
like I've seen just on this weekend, like it's been whiffing.
That's true.
Like
It is
every
harder
time
to
I
hit,
saw it
right?
drop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's add a two color or a Ken,
Hmm.
and so it just whiffs on like the entire bottom half or anything, right? Pretty much. Or
Yeah.
how about your level fours though? If you like drawing, why don't you have like these eight? Like, oh wait, you know what? I realized I forgot to do. I'm gonna press
Mhm.
share my screen really quick,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so you
Yep.
can actually see what
Hmm.
you can actually see what I'm pointing at.
Hmm.
But I'm here. I'll point at these. Okay, so we see the Stingmon and the XVmon. Those are like very standard 4 and 4. This is
Hmm.
the way you keep turn. Whatever. No one needs to hear about that. Um, I think this is kind of crazy. 3 Lydramon.
Yes.
Why 3 Lydramon, bro?
Okay. So people will be running. Okay. So to answer the question, is why it's different is because people play the starter deck Stingmon,
Yeah,
the draw one on the
yeah,
fives.
yeah,
But I feel like if you're drawing after you got your first stack,
yeah. Hmm.
you're already fine in the game. Like you don't need it anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It makes sense.
Whereas
Like,
the
mhm,
yeah, whereas the Lydra, right?
mhm.
Uh,
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
you can like
Wait,
swing
really
into a
quick. Can you say
floodgate
that
or
again? Because I
Ukomon
think
or
my microphone
something,
just
and
cut
you'll
out for a
draw
second.
two.
Oh,
And the two draw early game when you don't have your fives
wait,
is
wait, wait, wait,
really
Edwin.
important.
I think my microphone just cut out for a bit. A microphone and speakers. Could you say that again?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. It's just fine.
Uh, oh, where did I start from?
Something about okay. So Ligramon after like I mean it makes sense, right? When you already have your
Mhm.
DNA, you don't need to draw more. You're just trying to get to Ligramon,
Yeah,
to that DNA in the first place.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
So yeah, so it can get rid of the floodgates. You get the draws early in the game, so you can get to your fives.
Mm,
And for Ligramon specifically,
mhm,
it's a blue green, so the option works by itself. You don't need tamers or anything.
mhm,
So you can just go straight into a level 5 if you see it.
mm,
And if you have the Magnon X, you can just hard evo to Magnon X to pass turn, and they can't do anything about that stack.
mm. So what you're doing is you're pretty much just saying like I'm gonna go Ligramon and then I'm just gonna hit Primogenitor and I'm just gonna Evo straight up here and just
Well, if you leave it on the board, right? Like you
yeah,
cleared the
yeah,
rookie,
yeah.
usually they're not set up in time because this is your turn 2,
Mm-hmm,
probably.
mm-hmm.
It means that your Lydra is like safe anyway. So you
Yeah.
can just hard play a Stingmon the next turn or something.
Mm. Yeah, because they're not gonna go through the armor purge.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about the only one EX XVmon? Is it just because you didn't really need to swing that early that often?
I just like the jam and inherit. I rarely swing at level 4.
Mm. Yeah, just like because I remember the old OTK used to be you actually have to swing with this guy included, then go into ST and then you
Mhm.
go swing them down, right? But now you're like, ah, who cares, right?
It's more like the with the aces,
Hmm.
you can't actually swing.
That's fair.
And it's also with the egg instead of the jamming draw one,
Hmm.
you don't get the draw, so there's no point swinging.
That's fair. All right. 12 felt like it was good to you. Didn't feel like you too many, too little. What
When
was
I
it?
wasn't running the Lydras, I was missing on one of the colors. With the Lydras, it felt really comfortable.
Yeah, because you can just slam whichever one and just
Yes.
DNA, right? That makes sense.
Yeah. And like even when it's like Lydra with Stingmon, like no jamming,
Mhm.
onto a Magna X, it feels pretty good.
What about well, when you were what do you call it? Did you ever feel like you were forced to Lydra over like a Wormon or something and pay 3? You didn't feel miserable about that?
Uh, when I pay 3, it's in the back.
That's fair.
So it's like you choke them at 1 with the uh,
Mhm,
pay 3.
mhm.
Sometimes it's awkward when it's evil from trash for 2, but the upside is that you can. I only do this if I'm going into MAGNAX. So the upside is like it's worth it.
Makes sense. All right, but then going into the level 5s, I think is kind of where we start getting a little questionable. 7 level 5s, it's not too unique, but it's not as common. I remember 8 being the standard for everyone else. But as you said, the list is tight. But how about this one in particular? This is one that's not very standard either. Why BT12?
So the BT12 one, I think is mostly for the for other DNA decks like the mirror or the X anti decks,
Mhm.
because the sometimes you don't have Davis can or you can't jawgrass. So the trash 3 really changes the board state
Wait, you're just hard
by itself.
weavoing this? You're not even DNAing?
No, in case you what because sometimes you primogenitor because you don't have you don't have the DNA
Yeah.
available.
Yeah.
This one, like with your primogenitor, it's actually worth it to use it compared to the starter deck, which is the replacement, right?
Yeah, because the starter deck doesn't do anything.
Yeah. So I think the other fives is enough to get the swings in, and then this one is if you're you need it for the board control or if you need it for just to like cycle your hand.
Oh yeah, just draw it out, right? Just get that first
Hmm.
stack and just go nuts, like on the
Yeah.
Vmon and Demimon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That's standard Pyeldramon. If you don't know why there's 4 of this one, um, watch a different video. I'm not here for you. Uh, ST9. You don't feel like it was you ever missed like having a third one or anything? Because I know a lot of people just use this to, like kind of like, what if I just kill you?
uh Most of the time I play for board control really.
Hmm.
Because I can swing at any time if they're like it didn't feel that bad. And honestly, you just want to go to the BT16 anyway,
Hmm.
because you can't really swing when they're unsuspended.
Makes sense. Yeah, like if they have a blocker, like what are you gonna do, right? So it's literally
Yeah,
just a backup line only.
yeah. It's if you need to cycle
Yeah. You didn't feel
or if
bricked
you
up on
have
seven though?
nothing.
Only seven level fives?
I've I've only bricked. I think I bricked one time on the 5. Most
Damn.
of the time it was okay,
Damn.
especially with the Elijahmon draw. Some like the in a couple games, the Elijahmon drew me like 2 to 6 cards from the promo plus the egg, and it
Just
was
like
enough
you
to draw me
turn it
5
sideways
summons.
every turn? That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I think
Dude.
into sorry to the Suka player, but he I actually drew 6 in that one game with the Elijahmon,
Yo, Jay, what are you doing? Don't let him do this. Don't let him abuse
and
you.
then into the Ancient Garu, I think I Lydra and drew 2,
Mhm.
and then I DNA'd and then drew another 2 with the DNA
That's pretty good. Yeah.
in the same turn. Yeah.
I mean, I've played against you enough where I was like, you're just like, oh, I'll just Evo and draw into Pael. So I guess you're right. Yeah, you don't brick, just Evo and draw, right?
Look, if you're gonna break, you're gonna lose anyway. There's no point. It doesn't matter. You gotta just do what you gotta do.
I love it. That's the mentality of a winner. Just draw it. Because if you didn't draw it, you're gonna lose anyway. Who cares?
Yeah.
Right. Your level sixes are definitely where it gets kind of wacko boingo
Hmm.
to use a
Hmm.
term that I like to borrow from
Hmm.
some friends. Um,
Hmm.
let's start off with the man of the event, Mr. IMPERIALDRAMON Dragon Mode BT16 himself. Why only
Hmm.
one?
All right. So, to I got to this because of the Imperial Dramon Paladin mode. Okay.
Okay.
I cut a Dragon mode for the Paladin mode.
Yeah, like the spoilers right here. You mean the VT8 one, right?
Yeah. I cut one for that one, courtesy of Jimmy.
Oh, one of our
Uh
other friends. He was on
yes.
stream, I think round three, right?
Mm.
Yeah, if you
It was
want to know,
also on.
I think it was round three because it was the unrecorded round one, and then it was Ragna versus Suka, and then we got to watch Jimmy bend
Mhm.
over and get his back absolutely blown out on
Oh
stream,
no.
if I remember correctly, right? Is that what happened?
I don't remember.
That's kind of how I heard it. He was just like, I remember he came up to me after and he's like, "Why did you curse me? Not draw any cards." Yeah, but yeah, I guess this was late night testing with you guys, and he was like, "Put that in."
Uh okay, I will just go for the 7 first because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
leads
makes
to that
it,
one.
it. It explains why you have the sixes like this, right?
Okay, so I'll go for the other 6s too. So it all goes around the option card. I built my deck basically around the option basically.
Hmm.
Um so I hated in testing or even in locals, I hated going into an ace with this delay
Hmm.
effect. That was the worst feeling. It's like, oh, it's their turn and they can have overflow on the board.
Hmm.
So so like that's also why I have the BT12 one. It's like Into the Mirror is super good, and you can still bottom deck everything, but you don't have to overflow,
Hmm.
and you can recycle your starter deck Dragon mode.
You're right. Yeah, you just put it back and just do it again, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, or you can recycle the
The
BT16, so you can
yeah,
have 2 anyway.
yeah.
Uh, yeah. So and the same thing with the Platinum mode Ace is just it does nothing with the option card with the delay.
Hmm.
Like you go into this one, it doesn't clear the board. They just lose their graveyard and they lose their sources.
Yeah.
Whereas the BT8 one, it's board wipe
Yeah, it just says,
on
"Hey,
delay.
nice one stack you have. What if we just got rid of it?"
Yeah, it's just gone. Everything's gone. And then you can loop the platinum modes too. They give you each other memory.
So that's why you always want
Um,
to run two, right? I guess.
it just felt better because I didn't because of the delay. Like there's no point using the delay for anything else because the ace is really bad
Hmm.
with the delay.
Hmm.
So I played the one dragon mode instead of the platinum mode. Also because the testing and a lot of the other matchups, the platinum mode didn't do much. All right, the dragon mode, like the floodgate didn't matter.
Yeah, like his people know how to play around it and
Yeah.
everything too, right?
Yeah, so there's no point into going that one unless it's to choke them
Mhm.
or like to suspend a tamer.
Mhm.
So I usually just end up leaving it as the level 5,
Mhm.
holding up the ace if it blast evo, or I can hold up the delay for the dragon mode anyway.
That's fair. Yeah, you just go into it and prevent deletion. You still have it anyway.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That's crazy though. You valued the ST9 that much more? Because you could have also
Again,
done
it's the
like two
option.
and one the other way around, right?
No, the option makes the game like if you got to your level 5,
Hmm.
what closes out games more?
Mm.
The ST Dragon mode or the BT16 Dragon mode?
Hmm.
And the ST Dragon mode closes out the game.
Hmm.
You get 2 extra checks,
Yeah,
potentially more.
but if that's the case, why jamming, bro? Why don't you just be like, why don't you just believe you're just gonna die to security, hit the thing, hit the return to primogenitor, die, and just go nuts and just split up and do it again?
No, I play it for 2. I play it on those turns.
Oh no, I was just like, you know what's crazy? What you'd be crazy? You go into the dragon mode, go into the dragon mode, or like you go into the Pio with no go with no jamming. You swing like, uh-oh, I guess I die. Go into activate the delay. Uh-oh, I'm in a paladin mode or a dragon mode.
I think most of the time I keep the board clean.
Hmm.
The only time I actually used that effect was into the Suko board because they have the redirect anyway. I'm like, all right, kill my board for me
Hmm.
with your redirect, and then Evo into Dragon mode to
Split up and then just make
get
another
new ones.
Pio and
Yeah,
shove them down.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
also because the option works on the Magnamon X,
Hmm.
so you can Evo to Magnamon X for free or for 2 rather.
Hmm. And then all of a sudden you just have it's like replacing the return awakening of the golden knight, right? You're just like,
Yeah.
okay. Real question though, are you only playing that one Magnamon X because you pulled one Magnamon X and you had to use it?
I kind of like the because I tried the Elijahmons and the Elijahmons really felt really good.
Hmm.
And if I'm running the Elijahmons, might as well try the Magnamon X.
Hmm.
And throughout the whole event, the Magnamon X was really clutch.
Yeah, because like I think I'm gonna look at the other like lists really quick, but I think of all the topping lists, you were the only one that actually decided to do that. No one else was teching in the one of. One dude did a
Mhm.
Vikemon ace. I don't know how you feel about a Vikemon ace.
I feel like again, I feel like it's unnecessary.
Well, Vikemon's at least a free, so it works with your stuff too.
Yeah, but you're never gonna Evo it onto your own turn, which is kind of
That makes sense, yeah.
what you're gonna do on your turn. Whereas Magnamon X, it basically locks them out of the game for a turn.
Hmm. Did you get people who were just saying like, "Oh crap, I wasn't expecting that," and then all of a sudden they had no game plan?
Oh yeah, they saw the MAGNAX. Same with the Platinum mode too. They see the Platinum mode, like wait, the VTA Platinum mode.
Yeah, did they have to pick it up and read it because they were like, "I haven't seen this card in a long, long time."
I think so. It only came up like a couple times though. It
Oh,
wasn't that
okay.
often.
Hey, what matchups are you using these for anyway?
Magnamon X actually worked in literally every matchup.
Oh, I see. Balance card.
I I'm pretty sure I played it in every game, like every set, every set. I played in every set.
Uh-huh. Balance card. Oh, works in every scenario. I understand.
Yeah, because you can just pass turn with it, and they can't get rid of it. And then you can go up a second line, and then swing with the Pale with Partition to give it the immunity.
Mm-hmm.
And if you remove the Magnamon X
Hmm.
without immunity, it's another Pale, so you get 2 more swings.
You're toxic. You know that? That's very funny. All right. But then, okay, so you built your entire deck around Return to the Primogenitor. Is that why you're like this is your tamer count, and also why this is the rest of your options count? There's like literally nothing else. It's just the three here.
It used to be 4, and it used to be 1 Davis. Last minute switched to 3 and 2.
So like you added one more memory setter, Davis, and returned switch with the return, right?
Yeah, because it was breaking my hand a
That
bit
makes
too much.
sense. Yeah, because you can't use it until you're already winning, I guess.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you use it just to choke memory.
That's fair. Okay, but no hammer spark, even though it got limited and clearly it's a strong card. No no HPD that I saw one person running. No ice wall, especially.
Well, HPD is just return to the perimeter, but worse.
It's true.
Like there's no situation where I would use HPD over return to the primogenitor.
I strongly agree with that. I did see it in a list, and I was like, don't know if I like that.
Because like to use the HVD, you like you either have an extra Davis Ken where you have another worm on V1 anyway,
Hmm.
or you have that hard drop a worm on V1.
Hmm.
So it really doesn't matter, and you lose the protection.
Hmm.
Uh, so it ends up being worse. The one of Ice Wall, one of Hammer Spark. I feel like you have enough control tools that you don't need in security,
Hmm.
right? So or you don't need to play Ice Wall either. Is like because the starter deck Paildramon, it will like it was oh not starter deck. The
The
BT16 one will
BT16
stun
way
the
just
board
locks the board,
anyway.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it will stun the board anyway, so the Ice Wall doesn't matter because it does the same thing.
Hmm. You,
It locks them out of like into one or two attacks.
you didn't at any point say to your opponents like, I actually, how much security did you even lose? Did you even lose a lot of security in general?
Oh, I lost. It depends on the matchup. I lost quite a lot.
Oh, okay. You make it sound like they just don't not going to touch you anyway. So like, who cares?
Well, it's more like the ice wall is for when you need to set up one more turn, right?
Hmm. Yeah, you just never need that
Where
one
it
more
just
turn.
the no, the BT16 will also give you that one extra turn because they still have to play around the fighting mode ace.
That's fair. And then just no
Uh,
Megadeth and Gigadeath, same reason, right?
Same reason. You already have the board locked down. You don't need to spend more memory to lock it down even further.
Hmm. All right.
And then the hammer spark is just with all the memory gain from Davis Ken X the
XV and the
BT12.
Stingmon, yeah.
Yeah. Most of the time you don't need the one memory.
Hmm.
Most of the time, like sometimes you pass turn still with the level 5, but you're even when you pass turn with the level 5 up where you lock the board already, you feel okay.
Is that why you didn't want to go for that one of cheeky BT8's Davis Ken? You don't need more memory. You don't want the
You don't need
oh
more memory.
yeah, but you didn't want the oh look, oops, I evoed and I restand and I kill you now.
Well,
Come on, man. I thought you were the guy that wanted memes, the Hyrule
uh,
memes.
then I would have to go for Elytras.
Okay, that's fair. Um,
But it's really just you don't have time to play another Davis Ken. That's not the BT16 one.
that's fair. You play one and then like that's it, right?
Yeah, you realistically like a lot of games. I did have two tamers, but
Hmm.
you can do enough with just one BT16 Davis Ken on the board.
Hmm. Makes sense. Okay, so you go into this. What are you looking for before you mulligan? Like if you when you shuffle and you pull this out,
Hmm.
what's a good hand for you?
So if you have so what you're looking for is you need a rookie in hand.
Hmm.
First of all, you need a rookie. Doesn't matter which rookie, you need one rookie.
Hmm.
So and then if your hand is like you can evo up like EXV or something,
Hmm.
then maybe you can keep it, but it might like it to be not greedy. Because like if you have a regular rookie plus the PT3 Davis,
Hmm.
you can just keep the hand and you'll hopefully find it in time,
Hmm.
like your pieces with
Hmm.
the search from the Davis and then the memory gain.
Yeah. Do you think you?
If you have the oh sorry,
No, no, you're good.
if you have the BT16 Davis can in hand, then you need two rookies because you can't just
Play
Evo in
it.
the back and then
Yeah.
yeah, because you need another searcher when it that's the falling turn.
So you're not like mulliganing for like a tamer or anything, right? Because it's actually rookie is more important.
Uh, if I see one rookie and then like fives and sixes, no fours, then I would mulligan it anyway.
Hmm.
Because like if you have Davis and one rookie, like it's keepable.
Hmm.
Yeah, two rookies and Davis Kent is keepable. And then if you have like a rookie plus like a couple like two rookies plus two fours, then it's also keepable. Like you don't need a tamer in that point.
Hmm. You're really just looking for a turn one and a turn two, right? You're not really hunting
Yeah,
for anything.
because you want to be able to like uh because you can choke them with the level 4 evo, and then if you have another searcher, you can choke them to one again.
Yeah, makes sense. That's pretty good. But I mean, you already talked about this before. You're more looking for control versus just high roll run them down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think that changes what you? I mean, you can kind of see like from the choice of the deck list. I think yours is like one of the less aggressive ones, more of the
Hmm.
like hold them down, especially the triple Hydra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, does this change any of your matchups? Do you think there are any like matchups that you think Imperial just auto wins here?
Uh, like the between the two builds.
No, just in general. Do you think like you auto win any matchups? But especially because as a control player, like more control in Imperial. What was the freest matchup you saw? Don't say Suka. It's gonna hurt me.
No, the Suiko is actually is like the most I have to think for like it's like a puzzle breaker.
Mm. It's good at
Rapid was
puzzles.
probably easiest for me.
Rap was just free.
Well, it's because I played it a lot and I know like everything it does.
Ah, you hear that, Manta players? If you're watching this, don't play more bunnies. That's what he's telling you. It's free.
It's actually like if they don't go to Rapid X on turn two, it's really hard for them to match my speed.
Mhm. Are there any other matchups you think are just like super free for Imperial, or you think it's just one of those decks that's like what I call a 60% deck? You just do well in every deck, just not overwhelmingly.
The thing with Imperial, I think it's kind of like a solitaire deck,
Mm,
especially with the new pieces, because you can play the same way against every matchup.
mhm. So you
Because
just
like
mhm.
the sword strip plus stun, it hits every matchup.
Yeah, so you just generally don't care, right? You just sit in front of your opponent and be like, GG, just offer handshake right away because I'm playing Imperial.
And like like you have to play it differently. Like you have to play like you like how like yeah, you just have to play around different things, right?
Yeah, I guess
But
so.
yeah, it's just Imperial has enough tools to deal with every matchup.
You don't have any that you're scared of?
Uh, the thing like when I was playing against Ancient Garu,
Hmm.
they could just rush you down.
Mm,
Because Imperial, if you don't see your Elijah, you don't see your Davis Ken to go to DNA, it's like really hard to keep up with the rookie rush.
mm. So
You
you're
can
only.
just go down to like
Mhm.
one security, and then they can Ancient Garu by the time you get your first stack.
So I guess that's why Imperial was kind of on the weaker end until the new ban list, right? Like a new May or just
Mm.
8 Ukos would just run you down before you can play the game.
Because it's really hard for you to set up in time.
Mhm. But now, like I
'Cause you,
guess this is
yeah,
a turn 3 or 4 kind of thing for you.
yeah, because Imperial you need to set up at least one tamer
Hmm.
to even get started. So when you get the one tamer, you don't always have your pieces, so you take another turn or two to find your pieces. And against a rookie rush deck, that's 2 3 turns. You're already at 2 life
Hmm. Whoa, life, sir. We call it
or
security here.
security, 2 security.
Whoa, what are you, a top One Piece player or something? But you think you have
Uh,
your invite there too, or something like that?
mhm, something like that.
Something like that. All right. Well, knowing what you know now with how Niagara turned out, do you think you would change anything in your list?
It felt pretty decent. You could swap the XV for another Elijah if you wanted to.
Mhm.
I didn't feel like I need the extra jamming after playing it.
Mm.
Uh,
Not even like a Toga Mogu or something like that, one of the other ones, or just Lydra all the way.
oh, Elijah is just better because you can evo into over the promo VMon. It's about evoing over the
The
promo
promo
VMon to get
Vmon.
the two
That makes sense
draws.
to
Yeah,
make it.
it's
Yeah,
about the two draws.
yeah.
It's not about the control or anything. It's about the two draws.
That's fair. That's pretty good. Anything you expected? Do you think this deck is too strong or anything? Do you think we have to hit it on the ban list?
Uh I think there's like some things that you can slow it down if it's too dominating.
Hmm.
Like if you remove the BT12 XV,
Hmm.
then they are forced to play the EX1,
And then you
and
minus one mem, right?
yeah, the one memory matters a lot. Also, if because they can't just hard play the level 4 now because it's a 5 cost.
Mm,
There's
yeah.
-2 memory there.
Hmm.
So if you really wanted to slow the deck down, that would be the first thing that would be enough.
Hmm.
Because the sting one is not as important because the jamming is more important than the piercing.
Yeah, piercing means nothing really, because you
Yeah.
also have the
So
starter deck
so
one if you needed to.
yeah. So it's really the BT12 one to slow it down.
Mhm.
Uh
See,
I don't think any of the other one like pardon?
I did I'm like his I'm doing that personal extended ban list kind of thing, right? I
Mm,
don't know if you've seen the new update, but
mm.
on mine I've said actually promo Vmon I kind of want to cut. Is that too much, you think?
It will hurt the consistency a lot, but it will still be a playable deck. So it you could do it and not kill the deck.
Mhm. Think that's enough to like slow down the deck when you're not getting your double draws from your Lydramon anymore.
Yeah, it hurt me specifically. I don't think anyone else plays Elijah's as the same
Not
way I do.
Yeah, they didn't stand the Lydras as hard. I'm looking at a list
Mm,
right now that has the one Lydra, two Togemogu,
mm.
but they were only playing two promo Vmons, so I don't think they were ever doing the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think people are on the two draws in the early game.
That's fair. What about the Davis and Ken? Do you think if you hit that, the deck's over? Or the Primogenitor?
Uh, oh, okay. Primogenitor, you can probably hit 2-1, like restrict to one.
Mhm.
You should probably restrict that to one. It's a really strong card.
Like just too strong. It's literally just
I think,
it's just like the win rate 60% effect, right? Just evoing for cheap.
yeah. I think if you, uh, I think return to Primogenitor to one, and then like EXV Sting one, or EX, the BT60, BT12 EXV
Yeah.
is enough to slow down the deck already.
Mm.
Because
But
it's really the memory gain from the XV.
yeah, like you're going into like six memory and then just comboing off with three Pyldramons and swing seven security, right?
Yeah,
This
and then
guy
you just get the protection from partition and delay.
that makes sense, yeah, it's too much. But killing like hitting Davis can't just kill the deck, right?
It kills the deck. You can't play the deck anymore.
Yeah. Is it just
It's
because
way too slow. It'll be like BTA speed.
yeah, where you actually have to hard play your rookies to get your
Yeah,
searches, or you just have to
which
high
means that
roll, right?
you need to play the old Davis Ken
Mm.
just to get the memory to DNA on your turn.
Mm. That's pretty funny. Well, how about like but if they do hit it, is there anything you really want you wish that Imperial had though? Instead of just hitting something, what if they hit something? Let's say they hit something huge. I don't know which one. It could be the Davis Can, it could be one of the Dragon Mode or something, but they gave you back something in return. What do you want for the deck? What's something cool that you always wanted?
Uh, I think I said before they dropped the Davis Ken and stuff. It was dual like blue green fours that were with the jamming or the draw inherit.
Mhm. So just better XVs and stings is what I'm hearing.
It's just so you can search for them off of the one Davis. You can search for, and you don't need to play the Elijah in that case.
Yeah, you just want a dual colored. Really, what you're asking for is a dual colored level 4 free that has an inherit.
Yeah,
Damn, dude, you're
but
asking for
that
so
was
much power creep on one card.
no, that was before the Davis Ken and the other stuff, right?
Okay, okay.
Because with the current, it's already strong enough that
Yeah, but it's okay. With the current rate of power creep, I wouldn't be surprised when that comes out.
mm,
Yeah, dude,
I'm not sure.
it's gonna be the
Maybe
double
another
color.
partition level 5, but Dino
Mm,
B, a Dino B partition. Just having more partition is great.
that's fair. Because like, yeah, I guess that's the keyword of the deck, right? Really, like if no
Yeah.
partition, you just this deck's gone as well.
Oh, no, actually, it's actually the stunning effect that makes it really strong.
Ah, the anti Elfor special. I've heard a lot
Mm.
about it.
It just it's like when you ruin mode someone,
Hmm.
they lose a turn.
Hmm.
The stunning on Paildramon also like makes them lose a turn.
Hmm. Makes sense. Yeah, you just kind of treat it as it's just turn skip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for helping with all of this. Hopefully, people learned something. What I learned
Mhm.
is cut better, draw two off Lydramon.
Yeah, drop you
Don't
off live.
don't leave his Lydramon on board every turn. Just hit it.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah,
punch it
get rid of
twice.
it.
And then respect that the guy with the one of Magna X is going to play his one of Magna X.
Yeah, I actually go like I when I see the Magna X, I play towards it. Like I see I could go both BT12 level 4s
Mhm.
But I have a MAGNAX, so I obviously go for Lydra in that situation.
Why are we even playing Imperial at that point? Just you should be playing MAGNAX as your top end.
The one up was enough, I think.
All right, cool. Is there anything else you want to say? Any things you need to call out or anything before we're done?
Uh, Shout out to Mantic Trading, best card game store in Markham.
Wow, and you actually named us correctly.
Yes, Mantic Gaming.
We're not calling anyone out for calling us Manta Gaming or anything. Anything else?
That's about it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Mr. Edwin Lack Lamb. Expect to see him again on the top tables for every freaking game he touches, apparently. We're going to see you in top tables for One Piece later, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah, and then we're going to see you top tables and I don't know, man, freaking what's new? Neopets?
Nah. Union Arena. The next one's
Ah,
coming out.
okay, yeah. You're gonna see him. You're gonna see him be the first person to get the triple invite, the One Piece Union Arena Digimon invites. So when you do, tell him you watched this and you remember the good old days where he wasn't as cocky and arrogant, right?
No.
Well, thanks, man.
Alright,
Hope you have a
thanks.
good one. Hope everyone else has a good one and learn something. Thank you. Bye bye.